I started the friggin' ad late, because I'm really smart. It's been a while, so bear with me. Let me get up my little OCR thing is running. I should probably clear the JSON for it, and then hopefully it'll just do its job. It's been a little while. Yeah, I was going and clearing some of the vacation mode stuff out, and saved it, and it saved in nonsense, and I posted a picture of it to our Twitch, and it hit the top, and I was like, okay. Buddy told me, Mario Maker guy told me that they added some more ninjas in, so maybe they haven't given up on it. Yeah, how you doing, Wolf Clock? Yeah, RCS is looking really good. Oh my god, there's a new speed run. Man, that's awesome. Legends is looking really good. I'm pretty excited for it. The little bit of gameplay that I watched looked really nice, and then I was like, you know what? This looks good enough that, really? Crackers? Great. If he walks by the light, it ruins the green screen. It looked good enough that I was like, I'm gonna stop watching, I'll just buy it. So that happened. I'll probably wait to start it till tomorrow, or I'll start it and then restart. I don't know if it's something I'll play through all of on stream, but it would be fun to at least stream the beginning. I'm trying to feel out what I want to do. I feel like streaming at night before bed would work a lot better. I had, wow, like 5 plays. What was offline? Thanks. Thanks, 5 people. Wait, so does that mean I missed something on the stamp card? Did they add more stamps? They did not add more stamps. They just added more ninjas. Oh, well. I'm gonna look. Oh, we have a level right away from Pixel Games. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting back in the groove. It's been like 4 months since I streamed. I bought a house and everything went to hell. So I'm gonna look at this new ninja and then we're gonna play that right away as long as you are still there, bud. I heard more ninjas are coming, but that was from a Mario Maker bud who might have just been excited. I would like it to be true. Arceus honestly looks like what Sword and Shield should have been. Big time. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, and I'm glad that there's some fun to have in Sword and Shield with the stuff that you've been getting into, but man, the core game there was just so bad that I was just over it. What's the thing here? Oh, they're just gonna go. Yeah, duh. I've been having a lot of fun, with, Diamond and Pearl remakes, but Diamond and Pearl were some of my favorites. Thus. Yeah, maybe it'll be worth checking out. I've heard the DLC is supposed to be fun. It's just, I don't want to pay $40 more to get a, I don't know, something out of the worst Pokemon game I've ever played. I'm doing the Battle Tower. The Battle Tower is the one where you refight trainers over and over, or that's the one where you fight other people? I didn't get into the post game at all. I finished Sword and Shield. I went and did that thing that Toby Fox wrote or whatever, and was like, what the hell is up with these dickheads in their hair? And then that was it. I have competitive inspired teams. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm almost out of time. I should stop fucking around. I don't know. It's cool for them to do, like, a concept. I like a concept stage for a ninja big time. That you can grind for competitive drugs and items. So it's baseball? Baseball's the modern competitive drugs, right? I don't know if they started openly doing drugs in all the other sports. Wow. I'm in the bad. Silver was 150 though, huh? Don't have to go too fast to get, or bronze. Don't have to go too fast for that. Still gotta hide it in the NFL and NBA, I gotcha. Well, I just learned about deer antler spray. I thought that was an Always Sunny in Philadelphia joke, and then all of a sudden people are actually eating deer antlers because they think it's like steroids, and it's, man. There is no limit to the dumb things people will put in their body if they think it'll help. 1G, DPF. Let's see what you got there. Alright, Among Us, Drip. Green is sus. Alright, I've never played Among Us. I have it on PC. I was supposed to play it with somebody, and then they blew me off. And then I was over it. I've heard good things, though. It's not like I have a problem with it. But I'm not gonna click with the music. At least I'm not gonna recognize the music. So if it's a little off pitch, I'm not gonna know. I didn't look at the clear rate. Oh, hey, Link stuff. Oh. I don't think I have to duck under those. Oof. It's also been a little while since I played Mario Maker. Sure. Okay. That is a little... you know, I was doing that once in a while for a little while. Yeah, I do actually have to duck under those. People don't really tune in too much, or have much to say, and talking about the process is not that interesting. Oh, Red! Red, I just saw that you apparently subbed when I wasn't streaming at some point, too. Thank you so much for that, bud. Look at that, you just bumped my counter from 1 to 28. I'm not exactly sure what the least awkward thing to do there is. That the pacing there is really awkward. Red, thanks again. I really appreciate that. How you doing, bud? I know you've been streaming a little bit, too, but... I'm not so good at watching streams. Give viewers some choices. Yeah, that could be something too, especially if there was a good pile of Mario Maker people who wanted to take a peek at that kind of stuff too, or contribute or vote on stuff or tell me what to do. Oh, I did it. Gut is bad. I know that feeling. My gut's doing alright. A lot of caffeine was giving me some trouble. Apparently, at some point, caffeine went from being totally fine in extreme volumes. That's the least uncomfortable way to do that, but I don't think that's what you intended. To giving me horrible, horrible gas. Oh, I should remove that. I mean, I don't need to, but I'm not sure if coldfoot.tv still points to my OnlyFans. They told me to re-verify and they wouldn't accept the pictures, so they want me to, like, fax them. A thing of my, a thing from my, a scan of my, passport. And it's just like, are you guys kidding me? Probably mad because I'm a boy who does foot pictures. But it's such a dumb joke, I want it to stay up. I really should just fix it. Yeah, no, they have this really complicated application that you're supposed to use to take pictures of your ID and your face and a bunch of other stuff. It's very awkward. And it wasn't working, so then they were like, okay, you have to fax this information. You have a good concept here for a musical level with platforming, which is generally how I prefer to play a music level. I think your intention here is for the player to hop up through here. You even have the little arrow there. But I'm getting hung up on the vines a little bit. Some of that is my thumb being dumb. Boiling noodles. Oh. Yeah, some of it's my thumb and my controller being a dick, but... yeah. Little column A, little column B. Go faster after the ice, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an awkward little spot to pop into there. Oof. I pulled a sliver out from under my thumb today, too. You're not going to be able to see it. But it's all cut up on the end, so pushing precisely on forward and not hitting up is giving me a little trouble. So, well planned all around. Oof. Oof. God, that's worse with Link. Band-Aid. Band-Aid doesn't work. Glue might work, but that usually gets pulled. What should I add to my ramen? What should you add to my ramen? Man, I don't know what I should add. My go-to when I was eating garbage ramen all the time was mixed frozen vegetables. Green beans, carrots, peas, and corn. And then some chicken breast or chicken thighs, whatever cheap chicken I had. Was a real easy way to turn it into a whole meal. Oh, yeah, I am grabbing the vines. Grabbing all the vines. I don't eat too much ramen these days. Too much, like, pre-packaged ramen. Guess I don't actually have to bonk my head there, which makes that a little easier. Oh. Yeah, those... Oh, yeah. Probably. Luckily, I have peas. Yeah, peas works good. Peas are nice. I always like to drain the pasta and then apply the about half of the packet directly to the noodles and mix it up. It was really nice. Now, if I actually do make ramen, like actual, like, shoyu ramen or whatever ramen, I'll have it as soup. I like soup. But yeah, those guys and their spikes there have the capacity to really mess somebody up who is trying to do that and hold on to Link. I'm not sure if Link's going to be necessary, or if red coins are necessary. I don't remember if we saw that in the description, so let's take a peek. Freeze the peas in the boiling water. Yeah, it's always valid. Green is sus. The clear rate's very, very low. So I don't know if your intention was for Super Expert, or even like post Super Expert, but it doesn't strike me as a Kaizo level. It strikes me as what was probably intended to be a hard level and might have ended up a little too hard. Sussy Baka. Lupin Snoop, long time no see. How you doing, bud? Still working through... Oh, I've seen... I've seen the go live notifications for Monster Hunter, right? It's not like I'm out there watching other better Twitches or bigger Twitch channels or something. I literally just don't watch fucking Twitch. I pulled up Grand Pooh Bear the other day for all of 3 minutes. Yeah, those spikes, man. Real potentially frustrating if you're trying to hold on to Link. Because you might reflect the one thing and not the other. Actually easier to duck. All good? Good to hear. Yeah, I pulled up Grand Pooh Bear for all of 5 minutes. I watched a tiny bit of AGDQ when they were doing... what the hell were they running? They were running a bunch of Castlevania stuff, and I took a watched a little bit of it, but it's just... I don't know, man. It's hard to watch other people play video games, because then I want to play video games. Real bad. But also, the only reason I started doing Mario Maker streaming is because I started watching Mario Maker content at work at my old job, because I had to have my office door open so I couldn't play video games. And then I was like, wait, this looks excellent. This is the way to do it. This is the way to play Mario Maker, because I fucking loved Mario Maker 1. God damn, was that great. I'm gonna move on from this pretty soon here. Oh, the level thing is not working. God damn OCR. Find it here. Let me find it here. There's the bar. Let's refresh it. You being grumpy? Huh. Is it set to the wrong capture card? It might be set to the wrong capture card. All right, it's supposed to use OCR to read the levels. Very convenient. Game Capture 2 is the game. It's been a while since I set it up. Start. Okay, let's exit and restart the stage here. See if it grabs the data. You see it this time, buddy? Oh, for some reason the overlay is just not getting it. Weird. I'm going to set it to a slightly higher resolution. See if it calms the fuck down. The dilemma. This level sounds kind of flat. Yeah. I'm not familiar with the source music, the actual Among Us stuff. It sounded like the tempo was a little stutter step. And I know he was doing like a speed thing, a speed modifier for the platforming, but it still came off a little awkwardly. Okay, let's pop back in there. But I'm also not the best judge. It might be awkward in the games, too. Did not grab it. That is annoying. I wonder if the old bar is still set up. I might be able to just switch over to that so I don't have to flip it around, but otherwise I can just turn the bar off, too. I'm not going to spend a ton of time in the stream troubleshooting a weird bar. I'm going to spend a minute. Here's the old shit bar. That one doesn't say... Hey, Nana Peepums, how you doing? Oh, that's not grabbing it either. Alright, well. We'll just have no bar up there. Bam. There it is. No bar. Doing bad. Who's doing bad? Okay. Okay. One more. One more after this. Then we'll move on. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the bar. Doesn't like me. It's a problem for another day. Lacking percussion or chords, anything to make it feel more alive, yeah. Yeah, the platforming comes off a little awkward, too. The first thing that stuck out to me was the awkward jump through the S there. It looks like it's spelling something here. V... Maybe? Sus? It's spelling sus. Of course it is. Oh. One more. I don't think I got anything else. Red, thanks again for the sub. I really appreciate that. Pretty sure I said that a couple of times. Oh. But yeah, the time slot that I had, that I was doing, was just not working with my work schedule at all. Because my work schedule varies a lot. And some days it's so slow that I could probably stream midday. And some days I'm still working at 5:30. It's still a really great job, and it's really slow. It's really... I hate this. That's what it boils down to. I think that the difficulty is a little higher than it needs to be. And it's probably a little higher than you were intending. Or you kind of got stuck in that loop where you want it to be really hard, so you keep doing it till you submit it, and you don't realize maybe I should make it a little easier. But I really think that the actual difficulty there is holding it back, especially considering that it wasn't that great otherwise as far as platforming goes. But I generally like to see platforming in a music level, which is always good. And I really like to see custom auto-scroll, which you really don't see too much, especially in a music level in a way that works. Look at that ninja a little more. But yeah, my work schedule was crazy enough that it just wasn't working. But if I stream later, before bed, it's a lot of bright light in my face. So that might make it tough to fall asleep. But it'll be a lot easier to do my day things, make some nice dinner. What about before work? Peepums. I'm not getting up at 5 in the morning. If I'm gonna get up early, it's gonna be to hike, not to fucking stream. I think she's funny because she's been getting up at 5:30. Right. Next on past that, I'll just have to manually do the queue. Damn viewer level bar hating me. Refresh browser when the scene becomes active. Okay. I'm gonna try that actually. Make sure it's running. It's definitely running. It's definitely running on the right capture card. So let me just change scenes quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. Low gravity is always awkward for a speedrun concept. It just feels weird. But for this, I guess it kind of works, too. They probably wanted your shots at the POWs to be accessible. What the hell did that bounce off of? Oh my god. Oh, and you can't do another bomb while there's one out from the cart. What's the little black things fall on you? So the Ninja speedruns, they give you like a ghost of all the other people who ran the level, or, you know, a subsection of people who ran the level. So you can see what other people did differently. It's pretty cool. Honestly, that's the one final feature they should have added. They should have done any level that made it to popular, or any level. There should have been some way for levels to have the Ninja speedruns on them. Even if it wasn't all the levels, it would have been really cool. Yeah, because it is pretty cool. And it made these speedruns really, really fun to optimize, because you can't exactly tell what they're doing, but you can see the motions that they're making. Oh. There we go. And you can, most animations play out one way or the other, so you can really tell pretty much what they're doing. Oh. Well, that was a lot faster than last time. Yeah, the ninjas are pretty cool. And then the faster, yeah, you don't need internet at all. I downloaded one of the new ninjas on 4G, and it works totally fine. Because the ninjas are just like ghost data. And so it shouldn't have been that hard. And even if it was like a database thing, which Nintendo loves to do, they love to be like, we don't have size, storage, blah, blah, blame it on the fucking back end. Even though they charge more than anybody now for online play and old games. Ghost data should really just be simple text, and even if it was just like top 1,000 levels or top 100 for the week or whatever that get it. Some specific limiter would have been great. Oof. Do another one. That's where the time goes. Yeah, no, it should have been just easy as pie to have a little bit of text data that basically text data that comes along with it. And it's really sad that we never got that. And like, I don't really like playing top levels, top 100 or whatever. Hell, it was worth a shot. It's not a big thing for me. Usually I won't go to the popular tab too much just because it's hard to get stuff that's really good, and the way people play stuff in there, it's tough to find great stuff in there. It's not impossible, but it's tough. I'd rather just do endless most of the time. If they came along with ninjas, that would be so much more goddamn fun. I think that's silver. Oh, there is one. It's called Levelhead on Steam. I haven't played with it, but I've heard good things. It's on my wish list. I just never saw it like really on sale and never super wanted to play it. But it looks really cool. Get way into it and then I'll buy it. Oh, and if you hate yourself, it's called Levelhead. Levelhead. I'll get a link to it. Levelhead. Forrest, I think you also played Baba Is You. But if you didn't play Baba Is You, it's one of the best puzzle games ever. It's a puzzle game that kind of leaves the concept of a puzzle in the dust. It's insane. They recently made a level editor and level code sharing for Baba Is You as well, which is really, really excellent. At some point, I do want to see if there's any community for Baba Is You levels. I feel like that would be a ton of fun. But also horrible. Yeah, there definitely isn't a new stamp card, which is a little disappointing. How hard is it to make one new outfit and stick it in the game? Come on. But I'm happy they added another speedrun. Might mean that they're going to add some more, too. Pretty cool. We got nothing else in the queue for now. Right? Queue empty? Yep. That's fine. Possible it's slow. Might be a slow time for, I looked on that Twitch Strike website for that gives you information on when people are streaming. Yeah, it looks cool. It's just that, like, the fear for me was that I played the shit out of Mario Maker 1, but I never had anybody to, like, play my levels or get into it, so it was sad. And I would try to get people to play my levels, but there weren't that, I didn't know anybody who was playing it. Yeah, Levelhead does look cool, and it looks like it has a lot of Meat Boy, like, kind of built into it. The in-air dash and everything too. Like there's a lot of interesting platforming stuff built into it. Let me zoom that out a little bit. Can't zoom it out. Really? Oh, wrong button. Can zoom it out. There we go. Oh, green screen. Why do you gotta be like that? Indie games will probably have more updates. Oh yeah, I'm sure that they're probably still updating Levelhead now. We'll do some verses. It's been forever. That'll be kind of fun. Can get good and angry. Get the heart rate up. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're still updating Levelhead. And that might actually be a really fun thing to poke into. 2.5 hours, yeah, it's clipping along. Levelhead, patch notes. To-do. Patch notes. I'm Mario, okay. Okay. Oh, there's a fire flower up there. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm really happy that my first game back in Versus is laggy and balls. Ramen with peas. Ramen with peas is where it's at. Honestly, you need a little meat in there, though. You need some protein with your carbs. I don't want to be that guy, but you need some protein with your carbs. I'll wait. I'm a gentleman. Don't you rush me. Oh, she's coming at me. Had to do it. Sorry, Luigi. Oh, all the meat prices are going way up, right? I work at a meat distributor and I get old ass cow. It's called Utility, but it's old cow, and it gets good. Older cows taste a little better. It tastes beefier, is how a buddy of mine describes it. That's fine. And I get it for so cheap. I get old a Utility tenderloin for $4 a pound. It was $2 a pound, but it went up a little bit. Lunarscapes, how you doing, bud? Thanks for dropping that in there. We're gonna take a look at that right now. I have not tried Wagyu. We don't even have a source for Wagyu. So if we get some, it's not even really a deal over if I just bought it. If I bought it from one of those places who sends it to you frozen. I would if I could find a decent price on it, but I also don't want to spend like $70 on a piece of meat. I just feel like it would give me so much anxiety preparing it too. Exit. Okay. I hate being this guy. I hate people who do this. But, the green screens bother me a tiny bit. Just gonna fix it really quick here. Filters. It's been a super long time since I streamed. Those of you who've watched know it's been a while. I'm just gonna bring this down a little so that it stops cutting off my arm. Yeah, once in a while it'll bleed. Man, you just need so much goddamn light. Oh yeah, see, I'm getting some down here. Some greenness. Oh no, that's not on the game. There's just green down there. Love to see streamers that critique troll levels. I do really like playing troll levels. And candid feedback is the name of the game. But it's also been a while. Although I'm sure I'm not so bad that the troll level will be bad. I do have very low tolerance for troll levels mixing in like legitimate Kaizo stuff. I really do feel like those are polar opposites. So extreme difficulty along with the troll level hurts me. 6QG. But that said, Llama Lana and Llama Lana 2 are some of my favorite games, so the concept of Kaizo mixed with trolls, I guess, is possible. You just have to be a genius. Yeah, I didn't know people just assumed you wouldn't take them. That's why I had to put it in the description. Like, yes, do it. Brain is empty. You have learned the following. Blank. 1% clear rate. Nice. Nice circle. Okay. Let's see what we got. What is the clear times also? World record is 2 minutes. Let's take a peek. Might take a little longer than that, huh? It's a slow night too, so good time for a troll level. Good time for a troll level. No. I'm just gonna go over here. This is what smart people do. No, wait. No, I see the cloud there. There we go. Okay. There we go. Duh. Tried to enter it on the P-switch. Huh. Enter on the P-switch. Oh my god, I tried to do it right. Okay, I like the little hint. What does that do? Oh, that doesn't actually trigger the P-switch, right? If we do the perfect, like, enter on it? Okay. Okay, yeah. That does not actually flick it. Like that. Guy, naked pipes. Naked pipes? You don't have to troll my eyes. Hang on. Hang on! I can fix it for you. There. There we go. It's got pants. Here's pants for your pipe. Those are legs and a skirt for your pipe. Professional. Professional, high-quality screen drawing. Okay. There's probably nothing here that I give a shit about. I can't... Well, no. Here, we're gonna be this guy. Okay. Good. Good. So there is something going on back there for me to not want to go back there. Or you just wanted to shut it down. Or you use more of this space elsewhere and you don't want me to break into it. Okay. I really like how easy that is to buffer now. Let me get those pants off screen. No more skirt. Okay. Hit the POW. Okay. I mean, that should have been my second thought if I'm trying to big brain it over here, but it was not. Pretty good so far. You don't open with anything too crazy. I've definitely seen a lot of that too. Is like somebody tries to hit you with like the biggest joke they can think of right in the beginning, and man, you just want to start nice. You want to start nice and calm. You want to get the water hot so the frog gets comfortable before you start boiling them. Oh. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure it's already very clear. You have a good understanding of what you need to be doing. You very likely read Defender's Guide and understand the tenets of a good troll level 2, and yeah, pacing is a big part of it. The length of time in between checkpoints and how much the player needs to execute in order, especially depending on the difficulty, is really important. Not getting too much Kaizo stuff in there. Ah, nice. Okay. Hit the POW? That's a pretty good setup you got there, bud. For a second, I'm like, hit you? Hit who? I get ya. I get ya. If anybody gets severely confused there, you could probably drop 2 POWs in there to close the box back off, and then it would kind of even match, so it wouldn't look like a U. But I'm pretty sure that most people will also figure it out as fast, or faster than I just did. Oh my god. Although streaming later in the evening for me, for close to my bedtime, has the definite chance of hurting my brain and me doing ridiculously stupid things. Oh my god. It has been a long day. A lot of stupid stuff to do. Hello there. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, bud? Yeah, I took a pretty long break. Just getting a new house and a new job and a new everything. The time slot that I had just was not working. I really wanted to just get a lot of house shit finished. About half of it isn't. You got your own Mario Maker 2 game. That's good. Okay, we jump on this. We're gonna do this too. Which means now you got some levels for me. Okay, there we go. Nice. Guy, what are you telling me? Ugh. I remember that spike wall. Are you telling me to... More levels. Hey, VG Master, thanks for dropping a level in there. That'll be next up. That'll be fun to take a look at. It might be a little bit before we get there. I mean, you can't be telling me to just kill myself there, because we did do that already. But I will go investigate that 2 spike wall. Maybe I'm supposed to throw the P-switches into it? Yeah, yours is next up. True Man, thanks for dropping a level in... Oh, it tells me that it's a first time chat. Thanks for dropping a level in the queue there. We got one in front of you. Okay. I guess let's try that. Oh no, we can't get over there. Okay. I feel like we killed ourselves over there already. Huh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that hint was communicating to me with the wall over there, because I feel like we killed ourselves on that wall, and I can't see anything that I would need to investigate over there. We can go see if we can jump over there, but even if there was a block, I don't understand what we would find in the hidden block in a too tall section like that. But investigating is free. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm just doing what I'm told after complaining about it. Okay, so now you're telling me don't jump on the... Okay. Okay. Pretty cool. Yeah, lot of layers on a small section here. But I mean, we're also kind of at the point now too where I'm just kind of doing what I'm told to find the next thing. So then I'm hoping that we're gonna riff on that. We'll see here. Lord. Do 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 do. interesting. Yeah, power-up detection is always cool. Wait. What are you doing to me? Oh, okay. There's a door up there. Okay. Back in the door. All right. I stayed there. Wait, I'm dead. See what I need to do bits? Yeah. Or some stuff that's putting me in a... That's trying to either force me to try and get off the path and then pushing me back onto it. You know what I'm saying. The things. Oh, up. Yeah. Yeah, no mushroom. No, when we get stuck over there too, which is nice. This is gonna be long, isn't it? But then somehow a 2-minute world record. Oh, you know what it is? There's probably a knowledge checkpoint right for the end there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that was the other thing too. I tried to pull up wait, get the mushroom. I tried to pull up Twitch Strike, but apparently they're redoing their data or something. I don't know. Got rid of a layer because everyone kept finding early. I gotcha. And now we're not jumping on the POW. Go back in the door. Yeah, I mean, we kind of did just do that there, actually. We ignored the POW that you released and instead climbed up the thing there, thinking I was being smart. We could also try to go down that pipe now, too. Let's try to go down the pipe. You're not the boss of me. You're a little bit the boss of me. You're a little bit of the boss of me. Let's see here. I appear to be stuck. Weird. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Well, it looks like if you do that, exactly that dumb, you can get soft locked. Up to go. Guy, I was pressing up. I was pressing up. That was the thing. Does the door somehow not work if you're small? Do-do-do-do. Yeah, my up button definitely works. Do-do. But yeah, Wolfclock, I pulled up Levelhead's patch notes, and they're patching actively. There was patches at the end of 2021. It does look like they took a break for a while though. But yeah, Levelhead's still seeing patches. That could be where the Mario Maker community goes. I just wish they would not give up on it, you know? Okay. Oh, you got me. You got me again. Oh, there we go. That time it worked. That was weird. But yeah, that was the other thing I started getting at a little bit too, is the longer the order of operations is before the first checkpoint, the more difficult it is to keep it all straight in your head too. Feather? What are you saying to me, guy? Well, yeah, I got an email yesterday too that I unlocked animated emotes, which like, I want to make a bunch of tiny GIFs. But I kind of do, too. I kind of want to just take the stupid emotes I have now and make them, like, wiggle. Or stretch. Oh, you saw one? Okay. And this time we don't do the thing. There. But yeah, the longer it is... The longer this chain of events you have to follow, the more likely it is to get frustrating, too. I definitely feel like we're getting to the point where I would like to see a checkpoint pretty soon. Okay. He had one fall off of it? Maybe make this one move. That would be a funny one to have giggle. To see if I can make that one laugh a little bit. That would kind of, you know, animate the troll face a little bit better. Okay. Back. No, I don't want to go back. There's a checkpoint. Perfect. Yeah, excellent, excellent checkpoint placement. Because we were really getting to the point, too, where I was starting to get confused. There were probably 1 or 2 more 50-50s there that we accidentally got right. Nice. Fine. If you want to be like that, fine. Okay. Probably should have saved one. That's probably what we were supposed to do. Fine, we'll be back. Wait, no. Oh, wait, yup. Damn it. Every time. Well, that I was literally just gonna say it, too, is you can't only do 50-50s unless you're hitting them, like, 90. If you're actually getting the full, like, 50-50-90, but... So far, you are. Okay, I held Y. That was on me. Yeah, a lot of them you could just make the mouths move and it'd be pretty funny. So far, you have dodged 0 trolls, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's the shell master now? Good thing I got the extra. Oof. Okay, now we're gonna hang out here. Yep. Yep. There it is. Had to be something with that spike down there. With that spike ball rolling around. H2O, long time no talk. How you doing, bud? Okay. I was holding run and jumped into the spike. H2O, you start going back to local events at all yet? Doing well. That is good. I think last time I talked to you, maybe you had COVID or were just sick? I remember worrying, but that's all I remember. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, any of you guys start going back to local events? Yeah, I would really like to. I wish that I had. When the cases were at like 20 for a while. It was after COVID for sure. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you got me again. Going to a Halo one tomorrow. Nice. You know, I installed Halo Infinite. I was going to play it with some of my coworkers, and I thought it would be hilarious. And then they decided they wanted to get into Call of Duty more. And I am not into Call of Duty at all. Apparently there's a free one, but I feel like if I want to play a free shooter, I want to play Team Fortress. And if for some reason I don't want to play Team Fortress because other people don't want to play Team Fortress, I'd rather play Halo. Or Counter-Strike, CSGO even. I don't know, I feel like Call of Duty is just, has not brought anything to the table in forever. Yeah, I used to play the absolute shit out of TF2. Oh, man, I am really having trouble hanging on to that thing. I think we just want to do a little jump and then get back into it. Otherwise, we might want to leave it in the corner where I tried to leave it. Valorant was that the first one that introduced the slide mechanic that everybody got a boner for? Or was that Apex? For a while, everybody and their mom was putting out premium shooters. That was Apex. Okay, there we go. Figured there was going to be some nonsense. Oh, there's Overwatch and CSGO. Yeah. I really like class-based stuff, but I also like it if it keeps it kind of simple. Like, I feel like if I started playing TF2 now, it would be hard to get a handle on a lot of what's going on there, too. Yep. Yup. I feel like I got pushed into that hole. I even thought, like, no, I'm gonna go hit the on-off switch first. When did you last touch TF2? I don't know. Does Steam tell me? Steam probably tells me. Probably 2018? 2017? It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Nothing at all has changed? That's good. Yeah, I really liked, was it Harvest? Is that the map I'm thinking of? Yeah, that's what we want to do there. Okay. Five years since last major update. Well, Valve's just given up, you know? Yup. Ha! Guy. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Get out of here. We got Alex, and that was what? And one of the Left 4 Dead games or something? The other one that they make? That I just don't care about? It's probably good, I just never got into it. Guy, I'll teach you to tell me zero trolls. Aw. Oh, you dig! I mean, I'm ready for Team Fortress 3. It's time. Oh, I did it again. Esports. Yeah, TF2, they can port TF2 to Source 2. Honestly, you know what it is? It's fucking TF2 VR. TFVR 2? I don't know. They'd come up with a really stupid acronym for it. But that's the answer. TF2 and VR would be the dumbest goddamn thing ever, and it would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, I'm sure somebody's working on it. Yeah, I mean, it's Source. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's already happening in Source 2? Like they said they're working on it, or somebody found some files that looks like they're working on it? It's a team working on it in Sandbox? Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. I killed them all. Okay, that works. That works. You just hit it a bunch. Is this gonna be one of those levels where we hit the on-off switch like 17 times and then we win? I know your tricks. Oh, you got me. You had me worried with the big coin trail. I was thinking something was gonna happen. I was pulling back. That said, though, I still wouldn't get your hopes up too much because you can never really trust Valve. The Garrett, oh, from wasn't Gary's mod Face Punch? Let's hit this a bunch of times. Sometimes this is the answer. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm confusing Gabe and Gary. There it is. That's what my brain's doing to me. Gabe is fat and old and he collects knives, and Gary, I have no idea what he looks like. But they also made Rust. Rust, I enjoyed the absolute shit out of, and I did get pretty into that. I think last year I did another giant no-life Rust party for a while. My new boss, I used to play a lot of Rust with him too, so it'd be pretty cool if we could get back into that. Rust is a lot of fun, but it requires a lot of time and a lot of patience. Oh wow, they just handed it over to him? And of course it was 5 terabytes. Okay, there we go. Okay, big jump. Big, safe jump. Little jump. There's the mushrooms that we need. And there's an... So they're like, I'm not going to be able to make it back there. Something's going to happen. I didn't see, you know, the thing right in front of me. Yeah, the dick mushroom. The mushroom that was the answer the whole time. And then it'll turn out it isn't the answer. This is a long one. Oh, it was good. Yeah, there's This is some pretty good stuff. He's really getting the most out of these 50/50s. Really wish the semiconductor shortage was solved. Are you still waiting on getting a graphics card? The 3050s are looking tolerable. Not great, but tolerable. Here, mushroom. Tolerable. I mean, my build right now is a 980 Ti and a 3070, and the 3070 is my primary card. I use the 980 for streaming. It encodes the stream. It gives me additional outputs for my monitors, and it lets me offload some rendering stuff, so it's easier for me to play video games and do other stuff. But I'm gonna replace it with the 3050 when I can, because the 980 has reached total end of support. Okay. I'm feeling ready for another checkpoint. God damn it. Oh, that was good. Yeah, honestly, man, it's a terrible time for a graphics card. And I will say, Intel's got graphics cards on the horizon. We're looking at Intel becoming a player again, and it cannot happen soon enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it's not a terrible time for an AMD card either. Heidi, Nana Peepums there has, she's got a 5700 XT. 5700 XT, is that right? It's something like that. I bet I'll find it. XR? It's been a while since I had, yeah, 5700 XT. It's been a while since I had an AMD card, but man, those things still keep up. A used AMD card is a solid option if you don't have any other good options. The only reason that I'm loyal to NVIDIA big time is that I hate the things that AMD did to their control panel. They removed Catalyst control panel and replaced it with the absolute worst fucking piece of shit ever. But if you don't need to change settings on your GPU all the time, like most humans, you're not going to give a shit. It doesn't matter. But AMD also doesn't do as great for rendering, or I'm sorry, they do fine for rendering, for encoding, stream stuff, video editing, that kind of stuff just is not gonna be as good on an NVIDIA or a AMD GPU as an NVIDIA GPU. But if all you're looking to do is game with it, AMD GPU is gonna be fine. Yeah, AMD has always had much better support for Linux. Okay. There's no reason for us to even go back for those mushrooms. That was literally just to get us salivating so we would fall for the dick block. Oh. You know what you might need, if you do have to do another edit, is see if you can pop a block here, if there's any way for you to blow an invisible block here after, because that will make sure that people go back as hard as they can for the mushrooms. Otherwise, I think you could honestly just leave a donut block there, and that would still encourage people to get moving really fast. I think that would work just fine. Not necessary at all, but if you end up having to come back to it, it's fine. Yeah. Oh, another place where NVIDIA's, you still have SLI 970s. Aw. They're pulling support for SLI. I was literally like, dude, I'm gonna get another 3070. I'm gonna put them in SLI or whatever the modern one is. There's a new name for it, but they're pulling it. They're done with it. They're over SLI at this point, and the driver level support, yeah, NVLink. Driver level support's getting pulled, so games will have to support it going forward for you to be able to capitalize on two identical GPUs. At which point it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Much stupider and therefore funnier if it's impossible to get. No one's dodged it yet. Yeah, then you got nothing to worry about. That makes me feel like there was a reason. Okay. So let's do this and this. Okay. I got a 1-up. Uh-oh. I only get one. Doot doot. Oh, you fucker! Had to be something. And I wanted to go over. Just didn't want to play. I am feeling about ready for a checkpoint, though. I think we're definitely getting close, getting to the point where I'm gonna get frustrated the more times I have to run through there. Yeah, so far this is really doing a masterclass in a lot of the 50/50s. We're moving away from the really generic 50/50s too, which is a big strength. That it's not just like, oh, you did the wrong thing, here's the hint to do the right thing. I don't really feel like there's something I'm missing here, but that's fine. It's just Llama Lana energy trapped in my brain. If you are a big fan of the troll levels, honestly, this should be in Defender's Guide. Llama Lana is the true masterclass in the greatest level of cruelty a human can experience in a video game, in the best possible way. But you have to take notes. And you should play it blind, but you have to take notes. I mean, somebody might have already put something together for Minecraft to do that. Yeah, those... Weird. What is that doing back there? Weird. What is going on right here? Well, yeah, I get that. And he doesn't want me to go back through here. Somehow. I don't know how I would. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. There's a lot of setup going on in there, which makes me feel like I'm missing something. Because there's that fireball above the door, and there's another one-way gate behind the door in addition to next to it. Okay. Do this. I don't know if I fit. You're gonna do something. Oh, you monster. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'm gonna come back. I'm expecting something. I was thinking it was gonna go over there and go up by the door, and that was gonna be the thing. But no. Wow. Wow. I have not seen fake murder before. That's a new one. That is a brand new thing for me. I have not seen a fake murder setup before. That was perfect. I thought I was just dead, so then I just naturally jumped, as one does. What do you need feedback on? You don't need feedback on this. This is ready to subject people to. This is like when I want to say me, but there are two people here who are definitely better than me at Smash Bros. At least two people here. But you know what it's like when somebody's like, I'm pretty good at Smash Bros. I'm the best in my neighborhood. And you're just like, oh yeah? I got something. Let's do a little bit. I could play some of that. That's what this troll level is doing to me. Yeah. No, I know. I mean, it's always invaluable to have more people play it who want to be subjected to it as well. And I am a fucking jackass and get confused constantly, so I'm a really great example of, you know, basically the dumbest kind of person you can submit a level to. You'd think after, and I know it's been a while, but after like a year of doing this, that I would be good at not getting distracted by my own voice, but man. It's not even like I like to hear myself talk, I'm just easily distracted by my own mind. Okay, alright. Paying attention, we're being smart. Weird. I wonder, is there a chance that we want to go through here small? No? No reason I can think of. It was worth a look. Oh my gosh, okay. We can separate them if we're really smart. Nice. Nice! What are you gonna do now? I untrolled myself. I wonder if I need to jump on that guy. That could totally be a thing. I'll feel dumb if that's a thing. Yeah, the mushrooms, they make you want to go back there, man. We definitely don't need, well, you know, it's not gonna hurt. Let's try it. Let's stick to it. Because it's not hurting us to do it. We get shrunk by that door anyhow. Okay. Yeah, it really seems like a fake death. You can tell that it's still animating. It's a pretty cool setup. There's a small chance this is not dumb. Oh, you fucker! Little chance. Yeah, you can really do some really cool stuff with it. And I recall seeing some of it once in a while, too, in levels. But it's really, really cool to see novel uses like that. Fake death is something I've never seen. And it's not like I watch Carl at all, even. But that is definitely something that I haven't seen. That's a really neat one. But yeah, I am at the point now where I want a checkpoint. I very much want a checkpoint, and my capacity for laughter is going to start to diminish the more times I repeat that there. Oop. I wanted to see if I could just jump up there. I cannot. Those stacked Drymone shells work really well. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you have to remember every single time. It's not as bad as the setups where it's like, oh, you have to hold left right after the checkpoint or you die. Man, the more times you have to do that, the harder it is to actually want to play a troll level. And you see it often enough for it to be like, how does this not just seem bad to you? Make me hold a direction right after I go through a pipe, if you really want to do that. Because at the very least, the pipe transition gives you time to think. Door transitions, do not. Checkpoint spawn-ins, do not. Okay. Cranky. Kitty. Okay. 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 Gonna go through here. Oh, I was literally like, you know what? He's going to act like he's about to kill me, and then it's going to be the only safe space is underneath the spike. So I'm going to go under the spike. I'm going to be smart? Nope. Every time. Every time. And then we got all these levels in here. VG Master and Shroom Man. If you guys are still hanging around, thanks for hanging around. We'll come to them. We'll come to them in a sec here. See, the problem is that we have a checkpoint, and I don't want to go back. Honestly, we could just, you can just kick the drop. Oh, we can just kick it on the right? Yeah, we'll get to them. I'm going to be running till 11, so about another hour and 45 minutes, so we'll get to them. And just kick the dry bones on the right. That's probably the smart thing. Reducing the amount of letting go of Y that I have to do. Oh, I could just run over there and kick it and then hop right in the other one, too. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we need to go up there either way. Oh, and you got me. You can just hold right in the room with the hyperspeed launcher. Oh, can I? Okay. Oh yeah, that one does flip it. Nice. Do. Yeah, I'm happy I can do that quickly and I don't have to, like, fake it out each time. That is definitely a good consideration for moving through here quickly. Ooh. I got the really awkward Big Mario block hit there. Okay, no. Ah, perfect. Good to know, yeah. I really thought I had to do it the way that I was doing it there. Okay. Now, is the answer going to be... That guy's still going down there. We can run in and hold left, I think is the best bet. Yeah. And for this, does not trigger. I don't think I want to hit that. Maybe I do. Does nothing. Die. Really? That one is just decorative. Fine. Yep. Had to be something. So close. I really hope there's a checkpoint after that pipe. Pick that one. Okay. On pace, I'd say there is. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be. And it feels like the other one was right where it needed to be. So I'm guessing that one is going to be right there too. Some of the increased length here came from sports. Us doing some of this wrong. Or needlessly complex. Oh, that's the thing we're missing too without the level thing working. I'll play with that off stream before the next Mario Maker stream. I'm probably gonna do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know yet. Just feeling it out. I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do Legends Arceus tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Fish is still going over there, too. Okay. Yep. Oh, weird. I touched him when I jumped. OG sour candy. CG sour candy. How you doing? We got a couple in front of you. Working through a pretty long troll level right now. We're getting there. I assume. Or we'll find out there's actually an entire... Coming back to Mario Maker after a long break. Hey, me too, bud. Got FO'd for a good 4 months. Just, I bought a new house, I got a new job, and things got very crazy all at the same time. My old job tried to make me come back to work with all the COVID stuff. And then I told him, oh, I'm high risk and my girlfriend's severely immunocompromised. There's all these concerns. It's a big deal for her to not get it. And they're like, nope, everybody has to come back. Nope. And it's not like I just quit either. I asked him, like, hey, can you guys make an exception until things actually change? So we definitely have a treatment for her or absolute confirmation. If you submit a level that has 2 endings and one literally takes less than 10 seconds, would you do both? Yeah, probably. Yeah, my general rule of thumb, I mean, I've been doing a troll level for a good 30 minutes now, is that I'll take about 10 minutes on a level and then move on, unless it's a very long troll level or puzzle level and I'm really enjoying it. Wow. How do I get that fast enough to be alive? I hit it right away? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we're doing there. I know that that won't trigger if I'm next to it. At least we're getting real close to the checkpoint. But yeah, drop it in there. We'll take a look at it. It might take a little bit before we get to it, though. But I'll be running for another hour and a half here. Thanks for dropping it in there. Yeah, there's 2 after this one and then yours. Maybe we'll take a little break from this. If we cannot get through there and then come back to it, loop back around to it here. After we run through some of the other stuff in the queue. We'll see. I'm sure we'll remember what we need to do, too. So it'll be pretty easy to get back to where we are. Or we'll get the checkpoint and it'll just be... I'll be unable to give up at that point. You just tested positive for COVID. Well, be careful, bud. So far, I've avoided it. So... Oh my god, I held Y. That one's on me. Oh! Can we backtrack there and get the Muncher to spawn back on the other side so we don't get more? Maybe that's what we need to do. I hope you feel better and whatnot. You know, it's probably Omicron, and Omicron has been less severe for people without, you know, severe issues especially. Yeah, weird times. Hopefully I can sell my uninfected blood at some point that they'll, for some reason, want COVID-free blood. No antibodies. And then I can sell it for a lot of money. That would be nice. You know, you don't die to the Muncher if it overlaps at Kai's. Oh, I gotcha. So we can just get rid of him with the block. Okay. And then as long as we get in there quickly... Because the block will just poof the Muncher, right? Is that what it does? I guess we're going to find out. Nope. Aw, got me again. Yeah, it's definitely... When the length, the number of things that you're keeping in your head there starts to get pretty long, yeah, it starts to get to the point where I'll start to space out on things like that. And then, my frustration level goes up. And then I'm not primed for the laugh. Which can be tough, too. Everybody's a little bit different in their tolerance, too, but yeah, I definitely feel like we're pushing this checkpoint a little bit. Okay. 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 Yeah, there's no way we can backtrack there anyway. Yeah. Is there something else stupid that's gonna happen here? Nothing sticking out. Yeah, I mean, this has definitely gotten there. Oh, thank God. Oh, the next checkpoint. Yeah, the fake death on the intro to this level does some real work. There it is. Drink some water. I will. Thank you, bud. We dodged a couple of trolls here and there. I mean, right after the checkpoint, too. You have the best opportunity for some of the just stupidest trolls like that. Wow. We actually were supposed to jump into the muncher. I thought you were just messing around. I see what you're doing. Okay, something grabbed that fish down there. Let's go look. Nope. It was worth a peek. Might be where we're going. That's probably where we're going. Esports. That's especially where we would have been going if we didn't flip the stupid switch before, I bet. Okay, so we're doing this, right? That is an interesting fish setup. Okay, these do not let us out, so there's no way that we were supposed to get the mushroom and go back up. Wow. There we go. All right. All because I didn't want to shrink. It's worth a shot. Sometimes you gotta poke around. We've made our way through a couple of things here completely by accident. Hopefully that's the anti-soft block over there that we're dodging. I have a tendency to be very critical of anti-soft blocks. Oh my god. We had so many other ones where it was just do the right thing. So I thought, you know what? This time I will. But it wasn't right. Why don't you get out of my head, guy? You've done enough. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's where we're at. But it's the... I think the term is 50-50-90. Okay. This is worth a shot. I feel like some people might get stuck there. You did do the doorbell. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to stop there. Oh, the fish got me. I guess we'll see. Oh, it is cat litter box tonight. Now my last half an hour before bed is gonna be all pissy. But it turns out I was cleaning up. I have 2 cat boxes, 2 cats. I was cleaning them once a week. One of my cats decided he didn't like that, and he will pee on the floor in a very discreet place if I don't clean it more often than that. Mom on the vines? Oh yeah, maybe. That's a good call. No, I think it's just the fishies up there. I think we're supposed to land on this block. I really thought we were supposed to land on this block. That was not correct. Why is this making my heart rate go up so much? Wow. My heart rate, something about it, just it does not like the blinking effect with the vibrating. Weird. Oh, I think we literally can climb to the top of those vines and jump off. That's probably what it is. We jumped too early off of the vines. I could see some people getting stuck. Although I feel like most people who get this deep into a troll level are gonna know about how vines work with invisible blocks. If it's not that, I have no idea what I need to do. No, it's not that. Okay. It's possible we're supposed to ditch the mushroom before we go in there? Zazzers, hey, long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, we're doing a little bit of Mario Maker. It's been a little while. It's been a long while. It's been, I swear to God, like 4 or 5 months. And we are working through a real long troll level. Been pretty fun, though. Yeah, it's been a while. Doing good here, too? That's good. Yeah, it's been weird times. You know, it really seemed like things were gonna end, too. I bought a house, got a new job, everything, and it seemed like things were gonna change pretty soon, and then they just didn't. Oh, nope. Oh, no, we already went back through there like this. Oh, there's another mushroom. Interesting. Shit, we accidentally almost did it right last time. Alright. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's been nice. So now what? Back in the pipe again? Okay. I feel like we could just keep climbing that vine that came out, though. I'm gonna go do that. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, house is nice. I bought a huge van, too. It seemed like things were gonna go back to normal. I wanted to get stuff done here, and the new time slot was just not working. My old time slot was not working great with my job. You skipped back in pipe. Hint. I saw the hint. Did we not get the hint before when we were supposed to get it? Because I saw it just now, but yeah, I feel like I was supposed to get out of here. Okay. Because yeah, now we can just do this. Oh, wait, you're also telling me to go towards a wall? Did we do that? I don't know. I don't know what that's communicating to me over here. You're supposed to use iframes to go through the spiny and see the hint. I gotcha. I don't know what that exactly that's telling me, but I'm guessing that's part of the same hint. Yeah, the poking through the spiny did not... That did not come to me. I know we did have the iframes. I could have thought of that, but... It's been a little while since I played Mario Maker. Ran out of... Oh, kind of wish I could have read the rest of that. Ran out of space, I'm guessing? Yeah, I'm hoping that streaming before bed will be more functional. It'll definitely be better since that's a lot of when I was playing video games anyhow, is I would do stuff after work if I wasn't busy, clean up the house, all the housework kind of stuff, and then I would make dinner and then wind down. So I can play video games on stream. Oh, we gotta do it faster than that. I took the hit in the pipe and then we lose the iframes we go through. Yeah, well, and streaming after work was working really well for me when my schedule was extremely consistent, when I was always done at the same time every day. I work for a much smaller company now that, I mean, it's definitely more flexible, but it's a lot harder to be like, no, I'm busy, fuck off. I get a lot of stuff that drags me out. But I also have a lot of free time and everything, so it's a nice job. It's just... I'm obligated to be more available right around when I'm done with work, which is fine. Part of what I signed up for. There we go. Okay. I remember we just... Wait, what's that? Oh, it's just a one-way. We just fucked it up and I already forgot what it was. God damn it. Oh yeah, it was the jump. Ran out of... space. Oh, we were at the end of it. Okay. Alright. Naked pipe. Yeah, we had one earlier. Really? I'm out of here. Oh, you're a monster. You're a monster! Okay. Oh, man. Are we supposed to get that through there? Okay. Oof. 4-man in the anti-soft block. Yeah, big time. Yeah. I'm not even sure if we can go through there with this. You like the new company? I do, yeah. It's a smaller company, but it's a meat distributor right here in town. It's really close to where I used to live, but pretty close. You were supposed to jump from the side? Jump from the side. This is totally not a worse version of Carl's anti-soft block. Oh no. Yeah, I definitely think you want to have a mercy mechanic, especially if it's extremely high difficulty, and it seems like this is. And claws are jank. Claws are always jank. They're wiggly. You know what they do. And these guys are, I mean, they seem like they're positioned to basically always grab us, so I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here. Aww. But yeah, it does look like we're skipping a mercy mechanic because there's actually a hint we probably need on the other side. Okay, there we go. That wasn't too bad. But I feel like it's about to be worse. Isn't it? Isn't it? But yeah, the new place is actually pretty good, and it's a pretty good raise. I make 69,000 a year and then a little bit in perks and bonuses, but I get unbelievably large discounts on meat, and a lot of my diet is meat, so that goes a long way. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It took a minute to get it figured out, and it really looked like it was going to be too painful, but it's not too hard to push the cart through, so that ends up working. Aww. Don't CP1 me. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, honestly, for a guy who didn't graduate high school technically, pretty good money. You got lucky on that last part. That's good. Yeah, the frustration with the anti-soft lock is definitely a really big thing to manage. A really tough thing to manage. Is this fake CP1? It feels like it's not. Feels very real. Yeah, luck is a skill. As a Smash player? Aww. I feel like I need to jump on that guy. But I hope that wasn't like a real fake CP1 that I ruined. Oops, I did it again. It's mean. It's a little mean. It's a little mean. I assumed there was going to be something that opened up right from there, that we were doing you know, some merciful creator stuff, but no. No, just CP1. Get lucky on that last part. Are you rooting for me to get hurt? Is that what you want, Lunar? That's what you want. Zaz, did you play any of the new Valheim at all? I'm still kind of waiting for the big update to get way back into it. The Mistlands, the update. Dude, as a Luigi player in Smash 4, you had the... I did. Man, the thing is when you go for a 1 out of 10 enough times... Well, see, I want to say that's what it was. I just did it too much. But that does not happen to me at all with Game & Watch, so... Oop, getting out of there. Yeah, the Smash 4 misfires, man, they were on point. I really miss Smash 4 Luigi. But it's been so long since I played, maybe I could pick up Ultimate Luigi and not go crazy. I just hate his grab so much. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, this block will not get me. Maybe waiting for a while, yep. I feel that. Oh! Monster. Logged into Valheim the other day and chopped a few trees. Smash 4 Luigi was the best Luigi. Peepums, where'd you do that? You could have told me. No, I love the Zair. Honestly, it's hard to say what definitely would have fixed Luigi. I think, honestly, if his Zair could tether, or they didn't fuck with his down B, he'd be really cool. And it's not like he can't do really cool stuff. No, I meant like, why didn't you tell me? Were you here? I would have played with you a little bit. That would have been fun. If they hadn't messed with his down B, it's just that Luigi's recovery now is so static. He's so stuck with the way he recovers. And then his combos feel a lot less fluid than they used to, too. So you're really kind of stuck to a lot of really specific... I felt like Smash 4 Luigi was really jazzy in the way that he could combo you out of a grab. Smash 4 Luigi fishes so hard for grabs and relies on them so much. Or Ultimate, you know what I'm saying. Which is what really hurts me, is it just feels like the Ultimate Luigi lost a lot of his potential for absurdity in exchange for consistency. I did not know that that one was there, and now I paid the price. Ack. I'm gonna die on this fireball. No, I'm not. Wow. Really? Really? There doesn't even need to be a coin there. I just wanted to die to that fireball, and you had to take it away from me. Yeah, I definitely don't miss Smash 4. It was definitely one of those things where, like, man, Brawl still feels slow, but Smash 4 didn't feel slow when you were playing it until you played Ultimate, and you were just like, Smash 4 is bullshit. I'm done with this. But Ultimate's been a real heartbreaker for me, too, because I want to play with people in person. It sucks ass online. I'll play it online. I want to do some view arenas again because I miss playing Smash with a lot of you guys. But it sucks ass online. So what the hell was that spike? Just a spike. Just exactly where a person's gonna jump while they're trying to read. That must have taken a while to get just right, huh? Just the one, too. You're a monster. You're a real monster, guy. Okay. There we go. That was the whole thing, was grab it from the side. And naked pipes at the end. There is a really, really a lot. You got the guys right at the first try. Nice. There was a lot to really love there, big time. Yeah, the last checkpoint, there was a little tiny bit of a stretch there. I was expecting a knowledge checkpoint for the end, rather than the anti-soft lock, and leading directly into a, into the nonsense with the claws. But it ended up not being that bad. That said, though, well, you said I got through the easiest part, so it's hard to say. If it was actually supposed to be a lot harder than it was, though, oh, man. I was trying to think of the coolest thing. If it ends up being a lot harder than it was, a mercy mechanic is never a bad idea, especially if you're just going to CP1 the guy. The mercy mechanic could just be that you blow out some walls after 100 seconds or so. But really, really great stuff overall. I want to draw Firework for the fake death. I don't even remember what the fireworks look like in Mario 3. So I'm gonna draw Goomba. No. Is that what a Goomba looks like? You guys, it's been a little while since I did Mario stuff. He's got feet. That's a Goomba. He's got angry eyeballs. I know that. And then doesn't he have 2 teeth? This is exactly what a Goomba looks like. You guys will get to see it in a sec. See, that's the thing, is I narrate it exactly right. And you guys are like, yeah, I know what a Goomba looks like. That's definitely what he's drawing. He's got this. He knows what he's doing. And then we get the reveal. Oh, that's for you. That's what you get. Game & Watch. Yeah, I play Game & Watch. Either we main the same or you have a weird memory. And a little bit of Sephiroth. And I played Young Link. Young Link was my pocket or alt for Game & Watch when I played in person, but I cannot play Young Link online. One tiny missed input for... It's not like Young Link is different than anybody else, but it's missed inputs hurt a lot more with him. But yeah, Mr. Game... Oh, Mr. Game & Watch's Nair does the real work. I really like Steve, too. I feel like if Steve came out and it wasn't a pandemic, I might have picked Steve up. Because he's hilarious, I just can't play him. He's the worst character they've ever added in the best possible way. But no, that was really, really brilliant, Lunar. That was really, really great. That is the kind of level, too, that was really perfect. On literally the first night that I'm back in Mario Maker after months away to play something like that, I got all the 50/50s to 99%. Revisions were all for soft locks and hint clarifications at the beginning. Yeah, I think we mostly got it. And the couple of places where there might have been a problem with hints, I think I clarified or suggested what might have helped. But I don't think any of them were really severe, except for maybe the iframes thing. But I feel like sheer brute force is going to get people through it about exactly as fast as I did. So I think people are unlikely to get terribly stuck in that section. 7HF. All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience. It looks like nobody FO'd, which I really appreciate. Before I move on with the queue, VG, tell me what level you'd like me to play to start. I'm going to urinate. I have to pee really bad. So I'm going to do that really quick, and I haven't done this in a while, so hopefully it only takes me a sec to start. Yeah, there it is. So enjoy the piss spot. I'll be right back. Get inspired.
Your secret fears can be politics. Remember to say to yourself, I am well liked. A wise, old knight once approached a filthy mother and asked her, why is it so that you are so adored, you who are merely a filthy mother? That is because a filthy mother is only a filthy mother if the mother thinks herself to be a filthy mother, replied the mother. The knight had never before heard such wisdom spoken, and brought it with him for the rest of his life, and later in his life, he was forever haunted by the mother until the day he died.
Oh. Green screen. And we're back. Did I miss anything real inspiring?
Approached an ugly,
I didn't actually do an audio test on this, but the level looks okay.
How come you are so great, you who were just an ugly, old maid? The reason for is that I know that everything is a lie, replied the maid. When hearing this, the hermit became sure that the maiden had ridiculed him, and remembered it for the rest of his life, and later in his life,
lost
he was
it.
betrayed by his allies.
You're doing so good, robot, and then you lost it. You can try Iggy's Castle. Oh, all right. Has a familiar layout. Let's take a little peek. Oh, I see some clear markers in here. Yeah, we've done a good chunk of these. Oh, wait, no. That's the clear condition indicator, right? In the top right? Yeah, the clear shows up on the stage. Okay. Oh, my God. I did it. I did it. You're inspired? Good. Oh, it looks like Shroom Man FO'd, but that's okay. That'll happen. It was a very long troll level, and I do appreciate your guys' patience either way. But there is nothing wrong if somebody's doing a long troll level with being like, dude, I'm fucking out of here. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Stefan HF. Yeah, I have no idea if this is a decent slot for Mario Maker, but a good number of people popped in here, which is always fun. Oh, it's really nice to have content like this, and this is not a replacement for a social life, but it's nice to be able to talk to some of my real life friends. I really appreciate you guys popping in. Even if it's in kind of, what do you call it? A parasocial way, where I'm talking and you're not. But it's also really nice to have just randos coming out and giving me levels, and, man, that Lunar, that troll level was really great to remind me, like, why Mario Maker is so much fun to play. And that's something that is scratching at me lately, too. Is like, shit, man, I miss playing Mario Maker. Alright, we're not going to close it. Oh, I love that theme. I always love that theme in Mario 3. It's tough to use the Knight Castle theme effectively, but it is a really pretty theme. Esports. Fun times. Iggy's Overgrown Fortress. A lot of likes. Castle's been abandoned. Iggy's forces have restored it. Take a little peek. Much as the last one I gave him. I hope that he will. I mean, I am nowhere near as skilled as Carl is, but I feel like that man, I wish there was some way. I don't check Twitch DMs, but if he plays it, jump on my Discord and friggin' ping me, because if he's playing it, I would love to watch somebody else play a level I already played. I have never really gotten the opportunity to do that, and I feel like that would be hilarious with him. If you want, you don't have to. Man, I wish there was a I wish there was a way to do that, to like get that information more easily. I really wish Mario Maker had a more robust way to monitor levels and that kind of stuff. But what are you gonna do? We're lucky we got even a friggin' world builder. Okay. Control. It's not a trick. This is a regular level. Hurts my brain. There's, I don't know if any of you guys have ever played La Mulana. I would honestly, I would not recommend it unless you love troll levels and Metroidvania games and you're okay with the game taking like 200 hours to complete and hating you every single step of the way. Oh, my up button is really, really giving me hell. But they are brilliant games. They're... Oh, I get you. Just kind of for set dressing. That's cute. I get the concept for being overgrown so far. It looks good and it reads pretty well. Okay. This does look familiar. Oh, we lost the one-up sound there. Yeah, this is a pretty good concept. Aesthetics are a little bit minimal, but especially going for a Mario Bros. 3E aesthetic too. Going for it works really, really well for what you're doing. I honestly feel like you could have gotten more vines in here though to actually sell the overgrown. Especially if you're doing stuff like swamps, people are not going to be crawling around on the vines to go around stuff. So that would have been a good place to definitely be able to distribute a lot more. Alright, this is a cute little room. Cute room to do your, I'm guessing, pre-boss power-up stuff in? I just wanted to not overdo it. Totally understandable. A lot of people can get pretty frustrated with pipes too. I'm getting accidental up inputs out the ass. I had this controller in a backpack for a while, and I'm guessing the pad got mushed. I'm gonna have to get in there. Last one he played, he fell for every single stand anywhere in the room but there. Fell for almost every single troll except for one. If you'd adjusted it, this one might do the same thing. Nice. Too many vines is obnoxious, yeah. Well, and it's a common aesthetic thing too. I feel like this hits a good point right here at the end. That works really well. But yeah, no, it's a solid aesthetic that works the way you did it. And it's not like you did it wrong or you did it bad. Yeah, simple, nice platforming level. Simple arena too. And there is nothing wrong with a simple arena that works really well like that too. That's always nice. That isn't literally just a flat, boring, empty room, and it isn't some overwrought, ridiculously crazy contraption that just turns into a fucking Zerg. God, the love of people and we got Sour Candy up next here. And their infinite power-up spawners in boss fights. That is one of the things the bird should have told you. Do both endings for my level. One is very short. Alright. Esports 8RF. Aw, what's the bird? The pigeon. The pigeon who tells you things. Kind of like a copy of There Is No Game. Oh yeah, I heard a little bit about that, and I couldn't tell if it was going to do like a Pony Island kind of thing, or if it was just going to be terrible. But that was kind of the thing, is it not really meta humor, but like meta gameplay, that they kind of popped outside of itself. But if that's something you like, Pony Island is very good. Inscription's very good as well, too. I just played through Inscription, and holy shit, is that game fun. I should do a stream of that, of Casey's mod, of just the roguelike of it. It is a really fun fucking card game. Because in the game, you can explore, but there is nothing interesting. But yeah, one of my buddies who just played through Undertale for the first time, he said he played through Not a Game, or There Is No Game. And he thought it just felt a little contrived and empty, hollow. That it didn't hit the same notes. But I have not played it, so that is kind of the perspective that I'm going to have here. Alright, it's worth a look. Mean. Ah, interesting. Okay. Maybe this? It's always hard in Mario 3, because you can't quite kick it up. Alright, I'm not doing what you tell me. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything else we can do over here. For now. So I'm guessing that's the short ending. But then there's more under the hood. Okay, let's find the other way. Yeah, it seems like we did half of whatever we're supposed to be doing to get out. Mario 3 is definitely my favorite style, but especially if the player is going to be manipulating stuff with a spring like this. Super Mario will let you kick it up, which would make it significantly more likely the player would figure out what they need to do. Oh, I gotta kill that guy one way or the other. Oh, wait a sec. Do I not need to do that? I could literally just do this. Never mind. I literally don't need to make it as hard as I was doing it. And I was just making my life hard pointlessly. Spring right next to the arrow. Yeah, right. Exactly. Which I should have thought of first. That's totally on me. Okay, well, let's go back in here. Can we go back out of the store? No, maybe. Can you go on doors on springs? No, you cannot. It's worth a try. Okay, there we go. Okay. So there's more down here. Well, let's reload it and see if something's spawn blocked in there, or... Nope. We didn't see a lower area in there that I recall. Hail whip the spike ball. Does that turn them around? What does that do? I feel like I should know that. Well, from the top. Oh, we can bring another one down there. So yeah, that's going to turn it around. And let me push it through down here. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, that does just turn them around. I feel like I had to have known that at some point. And let us fly over. Right. Still gonna take the spring with. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad there was a checkpoint there. They're all evenly spaced. Hopefully we don't need the spring. Thanks. Thanks, Block. H2O, thanks a lot for dropping in. Yeah, you have a good night too. I'm gonna do Legends Arceus. I'm gonna start on stream tomorrow. Might be fun. It might just be me whining for 2 or 3 hours. Okay, so maybe we're doing one of those weird things where you pop that, and then you reload the room? Yes. Okay. Oof. Alright. We're getting a little mean. Fine. Hey, H12, it was nice to talk to you. Glad you popped in. Hope you're doing alright. A lot of folks like that in my life that I just kind of play video games with. Then without that, you know, you don't really talk. And it sucks. Alright, popping back in. Alright. Oof indeed. Okay. All lines up. I wish I didn't do that bouncer jump. It's like really hard. Yeah, it definitely slopes up the difficulty without being necessary, especially if you're trying to go for the idea of people getting under the hood or off the grid. But now it's a game? Okay. Ah, we can still get it without having to deal with it, though. And we probably could have done that pretty easily one way or the other. Yeah, it's a good concept. I'm not familiar with the material that you're drawing from, so all I know is like the little tiny bit that I saw when a buddy of mine was talking about it and seeing it on the eShop. But the idea of there being an easy route and a hard route like that, or a easy route and a puzzle route is definitely an interesting concept and a pretty easy way to present a level. A pretty easy way to present a level in a way that's hard to not like, is what I meant to say. Because, you know, at any point somebody could be like, well, what the hell was the rest of that, and come back to it after running into it in easy or probably endless easy. Which is a pretty neat concept. I've definitely done that too. I've definitely played stuff at endless easy and been like, or endless normal, endless hard, and been like, what in the shit was that? And gone back to go see what it was. Right. And that is it. Well, we had that one from that guy. But yeah, bot says he's offline, so we'll just next it out. If he pops back in, we'll do another one. Let's do we'll do a little bit of the old verses here for a little while. That'll be fun. Get good and angry before bed. Yeah, it's 10:07. I usually go to bed about 11:30. I try to get up around 6:30. Try to exercise before work, but it doesn't really happen. Usually I exercise a little bit at work while I'm working. Eventually I might get back to doing the exercise bike at the same time, but as the stream, but not for now. Yeah, you can drop some more levels in there. That works. I'm gonna do a little bit of verses, but yeah, pop something in there. We'll pop back in on it after a little bit here. I'll be going for a little while yet. Might end a little early. I have to clean the cap. Oh. Why you gotta be like this? We're charging so much for the new online service so that the experience will be better. Just kidding. Give us more money. I didn't even pick up N64 online. Like, I want to play Banjo, but I also hate that they're this bad. Oh my god. Oh, what a horrible level to have lag. Yep. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Ah, the rest of them were there. I just wasn't following the pack. That'll teach me. Not fun for multiplayer. Might have been a fine level. Definitely was not fun for multiplayer. Just boils down to pick a path. Esports. I just have a reason to burp out the word esports again. You really gotta have a microphone in front of you for that to work. For that to be a thing. Right here. You just can't see it. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Arceus. And I hated Sword and Shield. But, Diamond and Pearl were some of my favorites. I really love the Underground as being a cool place to dick around. Wow. Held for Gender. What is that? Flag? FLG? I don't know why I didn't like that. I'm guessing it's because the FLG is very close to a slur. That'll be my guess. Ugh, definitely getting tired. Oh, great. And I'm Toadette. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. This is fine. This is less fine. Oh, why do you have to lag? Why? Going to head out. Zazzers, hey, thanks a lot for popping in. Yeah, we'll see you later. We will see you later. Thanks a lot. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. All the money they're charging them, they couldn't do something about this. Maybe that's why it's a good thing they stopped dev on Mario Maker 2, because they were never gonna fix it. They never fix it in Smash. They'll never fix it here. Maybe they'll fix it in Mario Maker 3. The Real Starlight. Thanks for dropping a level in the queue. Nice. Fucking cover there, Toad. Wow. City Skylines open with like 30 mods. I am not familiar with it. Well, at least I hit the post. Oh god, okay. Sorry, Mario. Rough road, bud. Alright. Yeah, Starlight is pretty short. So, let's pop into the next one here. What do we got? We got Sour Candy. That was fine. Wasn't bad for versus. I generally like the hold right. The only thing that makes me not like it is if it's like literally you come out of the pipe and you're on the pole. That's always frustrating. I don't like that in Versus. Well, 30 mods, a lot, a big lot, 20 gigs. 20 gigs, that's my guess. Okay, exit. 60 gigs. You probably got more than that. Everybody and their mother has 64 gigs now for some reason. RAM is the cup, by the way. This is your RAM, okay? You do not need that big a cup. You need this big a cup because you're only going to use this much of the cup. You have 32 only. Honestly, 32 is fine. Oh, there is some good to be had by having a little more RAM than you're using. But nobody really needs 64 gigabytes for 99% of people. And the weird push to get all gamers to have just infinite RAM is weird. I have 64, but I run large VMs on my workstation sometimes for testing stuff. And I don't need 64. But I can forget to close the VM and it'll be fine. Or create a huge RAM disk for really hugely reduced load times. It used to be a thing in Path Exile. You just make a RAM disk and stick it on there so your load times are short. We got another little troll level. That'll be fun. And after that, we got the real Starlight. Very short troll level. That will teach me. That will teach me. Oh, that hurts too. Okay. We learned a lot real fast. Ah. Ah. Oh. I saw what you were doing there with your your two blocks looking like, you know, your two... The hell do we call those? I know what's over there. I know that's two pass-through blocks. Sports. That'll teach me. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I did it to myself. You know, I put this chair next to me. You can see a little bit of it. Hoping my cat would jump up there because he loves to sit next to me, but not today, apparently. He does not want to make an appearance on stream. Yep. Gotta get on there, and then we gotta stand still. Yep. We were supposed to grab it. But we kind of have almost like a troll speedrun concept going here, at least for the first little bit there. Oh my god. Did it to myself. There were a lot of deaths there, though. So, it might be worth either extending that thing over a little bit. Oops. Or... I think that's about all you have there, is extending the snake block over one more block. Might make that a little easier to reach. Huh. Okay. Is this a thing? Wow. Found a soft lock. Feels pretty smart. Feels like the right thing to do. Yeah, I definitely miss Mario Maker. And it's not as fun to just fire up Mario Maker and play Endless. Oh, wait a sec. We did it wrong, but we're gonna correct it. You fucking look at me. Oh, but we still fucked it. Yeah, we still fucked it. Okay, come here. Now you can look at me. There we go. Okay, there we go. It feels too easy to mess up the level. Oh, that was the answer. Okay. Wow. Good 50-50. I was literally going to stop and go to the other one. I thought that I would check this. You might be able to build something that checks your horizontal distance and punishes somebody who does that, but I wouldn't know how to do that right at the end of the level like that. But yeah, really the only criticism was potential difficulty reaching the snake block, but we really only fucked it up once. Yeah, it's a decent concept. It's short, and there wasn't, like, high-depth trolling in there, but if you're going for short, no checkpoints, that kind of thing, you don't need them. And there's nothing wrong with the short troll level like that either. That worked out really nice. That's some fun stuff. There's a hair on my nose. Next up, we got the real Starlight here. The other one was a funny soft lock. Ah, so we skipped it. I gotcha. 1LM. SV0. SRF. I hope you mean a deathlock. I would always prefer deathlock over a softlock if it's gonna come down to it. Even for a troll level. Even though you don't have a checkpoint, I just think it's a bad idea to even push people towards the start over button unless it's absolutely required. Level may require a great deal of patience. 8% clear rate. Can't require too much. Forbidden Fortress 87. Peter Griffin is the world record holder. God, I hate that. Okay. See if we can take that away. Oh. I don't even think this is a hot take anymore, but man, is Family Guy terrible. It's like The Simpsons. Like the modern Simpsons. Like, people just watch it because they've been watching it. Okay. Alright. I didn't turn that off. I think I have the blindfold glasses over here. I do. I can even reach them. They're on the Metroid. So we've got them on deck. They're ready. What the fuck is... Oh, headphones. They are, this kind of headphone. Bone conduction headphones. Yeah, they're really nice. I haven't watched the new Simpsons. Maybe it got better. But whatever, 20 years ago, even when I was a kid, I kind of felt like it was a little dead. And it's weird because the folks behind it, they made Futurama. Futurama was great, but, you know, lightning doesn't strike twice. Guess it took a while for him to get the swing. Modern Simpsons is what? Is better? New Simpsons not much different? Yeah, I mean, I literally haven't... I'm asking why you don't like it? Oh, they honestly... The plot lines always felt like really... shallow. It felt shallow and unengaging even when I was younger. I haven't watched it in a super long time. It never felt as lazy as, like Family Guy, which literally just was a vehicle for bad cutaway gags. We're definitely missing something here. I like this, though. So far, it looks like we're doing kind of a puzzly kind of thing, rather than like a pain kind of thing, so that's good. The description made it a little spooky, that we were looking at something nasty. But yeah, they always just felt, at least Family Guy was like that from the beginning. Yeah. And you kind of knew what you were getting into. I really just felt like it never evolved as a show. It could have been better. I like Futurama a lot. I like a lot of other, like, shitty procedural cartoons like that, too, that are just whatever nonsense. F is for Family is really great. BoJack was really great, although that turned more into, like, a arc, story-based thing, drama thing. It's really good, though. Lot of great modern animation out there. What's on South Park? Oh, I still love South Park. Yeah, I've always loved South Park. You know, they started out doing irreverent, like, political toilet humor at best. Just kind of shitting on people. And then eventually it got to shitting on people with more purpose, because they were actually mad about stuff, which I really liked. And then they got into the seasons with Trump, where it, hey, see, Sour Candy, thanks a lot for popping in, yeah. Hopefully I'll be doing Mario Maker again next Wednesday, and Thursday will be my guess. But I'm not positive yet. But around the same time. But yeah, when they started to get into the seasons with long arcs, long storyline arcs, it turned out, man, that was just great. It was really, really great for them to set up these long, complex plot lines that were also built around reacting to what was happening in the media, and I really liked that. Weird. I feel like Matt and Trey have a lot of untapped potential still, and they're almost 50, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. They're probably not going to outlive me, so I'll basically get to see their whole body of work. And man, do I wish they would do a fucking taping of Book of Mormon. Yeah, it's weird too, because Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy voices the dog, right? And like, I feel like, especially from seeing interviews with him too, that he has a lot of potential that's completely untouched because he accidentally stumbled into success. And I feel like that's a lot of what The Simpsons was too, is it was very safe. Shit. And so they just stuck with safe for a long time. So you never thought Family Guy was funny? Not really, no. I had an ex who really liked it, so I had seen a ton of it, I think the first 7 seasons or so. But it never really hit. But even if, I'm sure it made me laugh eventually, but I don't want to watch something that's funny like 10 or 20% of the time, you know? Like, I'm trying to think of another example. Like, Cake on FX, that weird, I was watching some of the, like, stitched together sketches they had on Hulu, and I was just like, why bother when you know it's not funny? At least when you know it's not funny most of the time. Yeah, there was so much stuff in Family Guy that almost seemed like they were outright, like they would run out of ideas and then troll the audience, like, ha ha ha, it's funny if we do this same joke for like 5 straight minutes. But it's just like, guy, I know you only wrote 17 minutes and you had to fill 22, so you just stretched this out. American Dad was better. I don't know if I would necessarily call it good, but it was definitely better. Yeah, how lost am I? But I really lost taste for that pretty quick, too. And I've never been compelled to, like, pick it back up or watch it, either. I feel like we were onto something with those P-switches, and we were probably supposed to push a little deeper in there. I don't remember exactly where that was. Probably here. Nope. But no, American Dad definitely had more of a satire angle. It's literally right next to me. More of a valid satire angle that was kind of trying to, like, juxtapose modern American, just like standard white family animated sitcoms, along with a whole bunch of like pro-American, like weird, what do you call that? Not imperialism, but like worshipy behavior. Ooh, wow, really? A fish? A flaming fish? That's a little mean. It's a little pointlessly mean. It's entirely possible American Dad did eventually get good, too. Especially if they... Why am I watching the stream monitor instead of the TV? Especially if they eventually just kind of gave up or got enough carte blanche that they started to really cross the line. What did I'm trying to think of some other more modern cartoons I watched, but like Adventure Time I really like. I'm having trouble thinking of other modern stuff. Yeah, it's been tough. Adult animation especially, or adult-oriented animation has been tough for a while. I really like F is for Family, it's good. Oh, that another one that was bad was that Netflix show about puberty. That really hurt. How bad that was. A buddy of mine loved it, and he's like, "You're really vulgar. You'd get a huge kick out of it." And it just seemed like total shit. So it strikes me that we're doing kind of a like Great Maze kind of concept, like a deep maze level. I'm picking up what you're putting down for sure, but I'm feeling like there isn't. Red, thanks a lot for popping in. Yeah, we'll be doing some more Mario Maker. I'll be doing Arceus, Legends Arceus tomorrow in the same time slot. I'll be starting it then too, so that'll be cool, especially if you're playing it. Thanks for popping in. Thanks again for the sub. We'll see you later, bud. Hope your stomach feels better. Quit pounding ramen into it. So vibe, play cities. What was that? I can't remember the name of the stupid show, but it was on Netflix. It really made me sad because it was one of those shows we were watching, and it's like this could be so much better. That might be worth revisiting, because that might have just been one of those shows where the first season just sucks ass. As often happens. Yeah, I think no. Yeah, I'm going in here with this, right? No. I'm going backwards. Yeah, I'm definitely having a little trouble tracking exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. I saw some windows up there, and it makes me wonder if I'm supposed to do something. Nope. Maybe there's something else in here we're missing. So that red pipe is literally just a red herring fuck you, it looks like. Okay, this is blind. Okay, it's fine. But never a bad idea to... Oh, okay, so we're doing... Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put a coin trail here. Or a coin trail at the bottom there to tell the player they can jump. Or just move the floor up a little bit so the player can see it. Because that made me worried too. Just with the direction of the level, that popping down there was going to hurt or kill me. Oh, man. Being able to kill those seems unwise, especially since they don't regrow. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, might not be a bad idea to consider a checkpoint down by where we got the leaf. Especially since the player has already made good progress on the puzzle by that point. That seems like a good place to let them restart from where they were. I'm guessing we're coming back and flying up there where I saw that thing. Wasted mushroom. Stretch. Do 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 do. Yeah, you know, there was a lot of that with a lot of the modern TV shows too. It was just kind of... I think The Simpsons and Family Guy were both Fox too, right? And I think Fox just had a tendency for a long time to just piss directly into family stuff so that it would just be watered down enough that everybody would know it tasted like piss, but they'd be okay with swallowing it because there wasn't any better tasting piss anywhere. But I know there was something on Fox. Oh, I forgot to do the blindfolded run. Oops. Sour candy. I owe you. I owe you that for next time. Oops. Can I refund that? Maybe I can refund that. We have this now. Just work our way back. Oh. Oh. That fish is very annoying with lava underneath. Okay. I really just wanted enough room to charge up here. There was something on Fox that I really liked very recently. I remember thinking, how the hell could this be on Fox? Oh, Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers would be a good example of... Oh, come on. Really modern animation that I really, really love. Bob's Burgers is excellent. That voice actor, H. John Benjamin, is one of my favorites. The friggin' pilot Oh, for fuck's sake. Another reason why it would have been a really great idea to have a checkpoint where you get that feather. Yeah, frustration should never be a... Oh my god, and it's not even an infinite feather. Frustration should never be a facet of your level. There's absolutely no reason for that not to be a pipe that distributes the power-up that you need, especially since there's only one and you might take damage. If the focus of your level is to have the player explore to find the keys or the secrets, like a Metroidvania kind of level, esports, that's great. But you also don't want to punish them on the way. So at the very least, if there's going to be obstacles or anything, they should be able to return to where they found the power-up and get it again. So infinite generation for the power-ups that unlock being able to move forward is probably a good idea. Oh, not this. I don't even understand what that room's for. I don't think I can just plop down from there. No, I'll get hurt. Yeah, Bob's Burgers really... Yeah, the pilot episode, they make a joke about child molester being in the restaurant. And, like, there's just... It's a show that really, really touches on a lot of really, really risque stuff for basic TV, for not even on cable. So, who knows? Maybe things will just keep getting better. Maybe The Simpsons is better. I'm sure Family Guy isn't. I feel like that has dug its grave. Alright. Working my way over to this thing. Entirely because I suspect I'm gonna need it. That's gonna be the next thing is, oh, but you were supposed to bring this along. Oop, almost. Kind of looked like there was something else on the left, too, didn't it? Take a peek up there. No, just more windows. Oh, and those little windows weren't even a hint. There's just a lot up there. Those aren't even the windows that you can put into the level. Wow. I forgot how to enter pipes, clearly. Oh. My fingers are just not having it. I'm gonna be really sad if I need this P-switch and I drop it. Oh, I'm old. Can you give me tips on making good levels? No. I sort of can here. I forgot my commands because it's been a while. It's literally been like 4 months since the last time I streamed, and I just kind of dove right back into it. Where are my dumb commands? Do. We have one in there that has the, there we go. There it is. Yes. Why have you been gone for 4 months? That guide was put together by one of my mods. Really, really nice. And there are some videos at the bottom that are a great place to start with traditional level design. Are you serious that I can't go into that goddamn thing? My capabilities lie more in the realm of telling you what needs to improve in a level. I can't go in that pipe. Why are you like this? What purpose did that even serve? So now I'm just scouring the ceiling for a pipe I can enter? Oof, guy. That's what we're gonna... That's a big oof. But yeah, a lot of those videos will be real helpful in there. The guide covers a lot of really important information as well. I was gone for 4 months because I bought a new house and I got a new job, and my new job is a little, my end time is less fixed. It's a lot more common for me to have a lot of work to do after work. Oh, if I need the P-switch up here, I'm gonna boo it. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Weird. We're literally doing like a pick-a-path thing here? Weird. I mean, I really like the concept of maze-based levels, exploration, and Metroidvania-y levels. This, so far, eats balls, though, to me, just because it just seems like it's resisting any solution. But yeah, I got a new job, got a house. Okay, good. Checkpoint. Thank God there was a checkpoint. And it was just harder for my original time slot, which was like 4 hours, 8 hours before right now. 6 hours before right now. Right now it's 10 p.m. Usually I was starting at like 3:30. And I just wanted to get my house cleaned up, taken care of, and get the things I needed taken care of, and it was just tough. And it also seemed like the pandemic might actually wear down and I could get back to doing real life stuff again. And I'm a little bit high risk. I have asthma, moderate asthma, lately anyway. Weird. Is this gonna make it? This is gonna make it. The snake block's still doing. The gal I'm dating has, a pretty severe autoimmune condition. It's not that severe, but it's exacerbated by respiratory infections severely, so it's very worrisome. But it seemed like things might get better, so it seemed like, well, I'll pick up streaming again once life, you know, evens out, but it never did. So then I wanted to get back to it because one, I missed Mario Maker, but two, I have very little social interaction besides work. Oh my god, it's literally like a pick a pipe hole. One of these kills me, I'm gonna boo it. I think the guy's gone. He hasn't said anything. It's definitely starting to feel like it would be pretty easy to run out of time in this level. Oof. Alright, level. I don't feel like it deserves a boo. Yeah, we'll see, you know. There are a lot of components that are legitimately frustrating. Not even just like, there's no way to do this that isn't frustrating, but rather just like, maybe the designer thought frustration was a decent way to increase the difficulty, which it just isn't. And it keeps feeling really close to doing really bad things. Okay, another checkpoint. I feel like we got really lucky on this, so we're gonna go poke around in the pipe hole back here. How you doing, A player? Oh, it's 10:41. I actually should close the queue. If you want to get something in there, drop it in there now. Okay, you're a monster. Oh man, that's actually gonna CP1 me if I don't go kill myself. So we're just gonna go die on some spikes. Spikes are my friend. And the hammer drops. Actually, I think this is the last one. Might do one more. We'll see how long this takes. Otherwise, I'll do a little bit of versus and wrap up. But I'll be doing Legends Arceus tomorrow. I'm gonna start it on stream. Ooh. Okay. The burners honestly feel a little busy versus just. No, there are definitely other damage objects you could have put down there. So the burners add a lot of visual noise. I don't feel it's necessary. But besides the burners, this is a pretty cool arena. Oh, I don't love Hammery Bowser Jr., but Hammery Winged Bowser Jr., but you do give us at least a power-up right next to the checkpoint here, which is nice. Oh, Koga, thanks for popping in, but you just missed the hammer guy. Ooh, speaking of hammers. But I should be doing viewer levels again probably next Wednesday. Should be when I'll be back to it. Maybe Tuesday. Not committing to Tuesday yet. Oh, and that's the end. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. I'm just going to go touch it. Looks like there's something else over there, and I don't know what. I wonder if there was another exit, maybe? Yeah, sorry about that, Koga. Gotta close the door at some point. But yeah, we'll be back. I'm doing Pokemon Legends Arceus tomorrow, though. It was okay. Esports. The point of this level was to be annoying and weird. Okay. I don't feel like that's a good goal. Even if that's the goal, I don't feel like that's a good goal. It's okay for the point to be like weird, irreverent, or surreal if you wanted to like push for something like that, or off the wall or non-standard. But pushing for annoying or frustrating, there isn't really good justification for that. Nobody wants that. There's literally nobody who's like, you know what? I want to play really annoying levels. Even the dickheads who are out there doing hot garbage contests, encouraging people to play hot garbage, they're not telling people to just make shitty, unfun levels. And it wasn't even like little Timmy shitty. It felt like it could use a little polish to be a pretty decent maze experience. Because that's kind of what you had there. You had something in between a maze experience and a Metroidvania level. And you could kind of squish... What is even going on down? Oh, those are just the windows. What is that red block? Is that an on-off switch? When there was nothing else over there. Just a weird blue platform for some reason. I don't know what that is. But yeah, don't target annoying. No. If you want to go for hard or cruelty, there are ways to do that. There are a lot of ways to do it that would definitely be decent. But yeah, I feel like you could definitely polish that into something solid without too much work. We'll do a little bit of multiplayer verse, and I'll wrap up. I gotta clean the cat box and hit the hay. And hopefully this does not amp me up too much. I feel relatively relaxed. I feel exhausted too. Talking a lot is tiring, so I feel like this is a pretty good thing to do before bed instead of after work. Streaming before bed would also work with, you know, a social life and tournaments again too when that starts cracking. So this could slot in a lot better. Oh, for fuck's sake. Crackers, jump up here. Come say hi. Okay, somebody told me if you quit at this point, your versus rank doesn't go down. But I don't know if that's real. That was really bad. So we're gonna find out. I'm betting it does. Hey, Crackers. I have a gigantic black cat down here. Esports. He weighs 18 pounds. He's probably half Maine Coon. That's what the vet figured. He's got the big tufts in between his feet and on his ears, like a Maine Coon does. And he's got the face shape and the little tufts at the end of his ear. And he talks constantly. He is the talkiest cat I have ever met. He thinks I'm talking to him right now. I'm not talking to you. He thinks I am. Oop, no, you can jump up. Come here. Oh, yeah, it totally does go down if you drop like that. That sucks. The match hadn't started, and it was terrible. That should be free. Hey, oh, okay. You're going back here? And you're gonna block the light and make my green screen look weird. That's fine. Oh, he looks hilarious in the green screen. Good job, Crackers. I like that you just have a green shadow. Look like a fucking... like you got one of those weird, like, after image effects from, like, a Castlevania game. He's a good boy. You guys can't hear it, but he is just purring his empty ball sack off. Aren't you, bud? Look at the camera. He's cute. Oh, don't put me with S pluses. That's not how you want to end the night. It has been really fun to come back to play in Mario Maker, though. I really appreciate the couple of the folks, the large number of folks, honestly, who popped in. I really thought that there was a solid chance that I would see nobody here tonight. I would play a lot of verses and talk to myself. That would have been a little sad. So it'll be really nice if there's a decent number of people playing Mario Maker, you know, in the late evening. Oh. So this is what we're doing. Oop. A little too much faith there, Luigi. Really? Oh. Yep. What a horrible level for multiplayer versus. What a horrible, horrible level. Might have been a fun level for single player. Not good for versus. Yeah, not good for versus. Gonna give it the old VS boo. We still are a decent enough way into S rank, though, that it's less scary to lose a little. Which is good. I'm glad I wasn't right on the cusp. That would have made me sad. Come back to Mario Maker. He's got a mat back here. I can feel it. I'm gonna pull it out. He might bite me. Ouch! What was this? He's not so good at cleaning his butt area. I brush him, but it does nothing. Pink S+, I saw that. Oh. It doesn't mean to put an S with a pink S+. You don't put a D with an A. Okay, well, at least it's not laggy. Right, nobody's having fun. You guys are dumb. Okay, you guys are dumb. I'm in front. So this is a level where we kill Yoshi. Good. What's the condition? Oh, Yoshi. Okay. They put... Oh. Now, if you guys had just been nice, we could have let Toadette come too. Okay, sometimes you get spooked, and there's nothing you can do. I waited, I did the thing. I put away my card at the grocery store. That honestly worked pretty good for versus. It seemed like it wouldn't, but it actually did work pretty good for versus. And if we got lumped up to the amount of hilarity that can happen with you guys fighting over Yoshi, and Yoshi tonguing everybody, can be a lot of fun. Ooh, 35. I'll take it. Been a while since we had a victory. I don't want to play with these guys again. But I like beating 3 people who are ranked higher than me. getting pretty relaxed, though. I definitely get pretty tired by this point. My throat's a little tired, but I did some things that stress it out today. Yeah, I think this will work. A lot of times the time after this time was when I would use to play whatever games I was working through in my backlog, but it just might mean I'll do more variety streaming too. You seriously can't find people for one more game? I do really appreciate everybody who popped in. The sub that I got was really nice. I cannot believe I'm still getting subs. I like that you review levels. Some people get... Yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh. One of my favorites was, some guy just started swearing at me and saying that he was gonna find me and beat the shit out of me, and that thanks for banning him, and then a bunch of thumbs up and everything, and it was really classy. I had one guy make a new account and say he was the guy I banned's brother. And it was good stuff. Some people really don't take, oh god, don't take criticism. Over a Mario Maker level? Yeah. Some people really can't take criticism, and this is what they do. They make Mario Maker levels. And they want to just get a like, and that's it. Oh my god, I extremely just, I did it to myself. And that is a lot of people's channels too, is they just play people's levels. Aww. And then they give them a heart no matter what they think. Aww.
Nice work.
Yeah, and that's always my perspective too, is you could do better, and then some people don't. Not like, well, yeah, I don't blindly insult people for no reason. There's been a couple of times where, that was not a good level. That was not a good level at all. Where people's levels were so absolutely horrible that I was mean. But these were like I played somebody's level where they created what appeared to be hot garbage, but then was supposed to be a troll level, but really it was just an impossible anti-softlock, and they thought it was hilarious, and it was just bad. And they just missed the mark for whatever they were going for, but then they got really grumpy. They got really, really grumpy that I didn't get it, and that I was just bad, and then, you know, I was like, no, you're bad. And then that's what it devolved into. It was a really fun conversation. But yeah, I appreciate that. That's what I try to do. I've always been very, very critical, in a constructive way. I think in a constructive way. Some people find me really critical in an obnoxious way. I've definitely been in fights with people that, like, I've literally had a fight where, like, no, you're not capable of being a critic of something that you're not involved in. That it was that I can't critique or criticize art if I'm not an artist. But I think everybody has the capacity for criticism, and everybody has the capacity to everybody needs to have the capacity to hear the criticism. You don't have to respond to it. You're allowed to have your own perspective, but especially in a video game where the goal is to design levels people will like, I feel like you should always at least want to hear what people say, even if you disagree or feel like they're not the right audience. I don't know. Thanks a lot for popping in, though. You guys have a really good night. I'm hoping to do Mario Maker again next Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, probably Smash Bros. Or maybe Pokemon. But we'll see how Arceus goes, too. If that ends up being crazy fun to stream for some reason, I might just keep running through that. But I really want to move back to doing some Mario Maker, at least sometimes, too. So we'll get back to it. Thanks for popping in. You guys try and have a really good night. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, and we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow.